Today we are going to study about the BJT, the basics of BJT like structure, layout, operating regions of BJT and minority and majority current in the BJT. So BJT stands for bipolar junction transistor, BJT. So in 1947, Shockley, Bardeen and Breton at Bell Laboratories invented the first transistor. The first transistor was a point contact transistor. Nowadays, our modern transistors are junction transistor and these are also monolithic, means in the same semiconductor piece the transistor is constructed. So Shockley, Bardeen and Breton, these are the three scientists who have invented this very first transistor in 1947 in the Bell Laboratories. This is the schematic representation of the first transistor. Now this transistor is called as a bipolar junction transistor. Now why it is called as a bipolar? Because both the electrons and holes are involved in the current flow. That's why bipolar junction. This BJT is having two PN junctions. That's why the word junction. And transistor, it indicates transfer resistor. So by this combination it is bipolar junction transistor. Here transfer resistor means if this BJT transfers input signal current from a low resistance circuit to high resistance circuit. That's why it is transfer resistor. So by this way BJT, B for bipolar, J for junction, T for transistor. This is the symbolic representation of BJT and this is the actual BJTs we are having. As we have seen in the symbolic representation, this BJT is a 3-terminal device. And what are that 3-terminal device? What are that 3 terminals? That 3 terminals are nothing but emitter, base and collector. There are 2 types of transistor or BJTs, that are PNP and NPN. Now the structure of BJT. Here we can observe this is one BJT represented. The 3 regions are there. First region is emitter region, second is base region, third is collector region. And to each region the metallic contact is connected and a terminal is taken out. This terminal is called as a emitter terminal. Here this terminal is called as a base terminal and here this terminal is called as a collector terminal. Now while construction of this BJT, the base region is kept much smaller compared to the emitter and collector region. Collector region is larger than emitter region, means the width of base is small. After that the width of emitter region is there and after that width of collector region is there. Similarly, doping for each region is different. This emitter region, it is heavily doped, base region it is lightly doped and collector region it is also lightly, or we can say it is moderately doped. So based on this we will get the device called as a BJT. Here this BJT is of NPN type. Now we will discuss the 3 types of BJT. First is PNP and second is NPN. So when N type of semiconductor is sandwiched between 2 P type of semiconductors, we will get the transistor which is called as PNP, and in NPN, P type of semiconductor is sandwiched between two N type of semiconductors, then we'll get the transistor called as NPN transistor. In both the PNP and NPN transistors, three terminals are there: emitter, base and collector. For PNP, emitter emits the holes, then base, this base controls the number of holes emitted by the emitter, and collector collects holes emitted by the emitter. In case of NPN, this emitter emits the electrons, base controls the number of electrons emitted by the emitter, and this collector collects electrons emitted by this emitter. Now the layout and circuit symbol for NPN transistor. So this is the layout of NPN transistor, and this is the symbol for NPN transistor. So here we can observe two junctions are there between emitter and base, this one junction, and between collector and base another junction. And here in this symbol you can observe this arrow. So this arrow is from base to the emitter. So this arrow indicates the direction of current flow in this BJT. The current flows from collector to emitter in case of NPN transistor. The arrow is drawn on this emitter terminal, and the arrow always points towards the N type of material. So the emitter is N type and the transistor is NPN. Here also you can observe emitter is of N type. Now how to remember the symbol? There is very easy trick. Just remember this not pointing in, that is NPN. So if you observe this arrowhead, the arrowhead is outside, going out, not pointing in. So that this symbol is for NPN transistor. Now PNP transistor, this is the layout of PNP transistor and this is the symbol. Here the arrow indicates the direction of current. That means here the current is flowing from emitter terminal towards the collector terminal. The arrow points towards N type as like our NPN. Always remember arrowhead is pointing towards N type. So the base in this case is the N type. So this is PNP transistor layout and symbol. Now the biasing of transistor and the regions of operations. First of all, what do you mean by biasing? So biasing is a process of applying external voltages to the transistor. Means whenever we connect the external supply to our device, then that is called as a biasing. And based on the biasing, BJT is operating in 4 different regions. So that 4 different regions are like this. So first region of operation is cutoff region, cutoff. Second is forward active, third is inverse active, and fourth is saturation. So for cutoff, base emitter junction is reverse biased, collector base junction is reverse biased, and the application of transistor is used in switching purpose, or we can say in off state or off switch. For forward active, base emitter junction is forward biased, collector base junction is reverse biased, and the application of transistor is amplified. Next is inverse active. In inverse active, base emitter junction is reverse biased, collector base junction is forward biased, and the application of transistor as a logic circuits. Next operating region is saturation. In case of saturation, base emitter junction is forward biased, collector base junction is forward biased, and application of transistor as a switch. Sorry, here it should be on switch. So, on switch. So, there are 4 operating regions of BJT, means BJT operates in these 4 regions: cutoff, forward active, inverse active and saturation. So, terminal currents. As BJT is having 3 terminals, we are having 3 currents or terminal currents. Current through collector terminal is IC, current in base terminal is IB, and current in emitter terminal is IE. The voltage between base and emitter terminal is called as a VBE, and voltage between collector and emitter terminal is VCE. Voltage drop is positive towards base and here positive towards the collector for NPN transistor, and for PNP transistor here the current is entering in emitter terminal, the current in base terminal is IB and current in collector terminal is IC, and here the voltage drop is positive at emitter and negative at base, and that voltage drop is VEB, and here the voltage drop is VEC, positive towards emitter, negative towards the collector. So these are the terminal currents or different currents of transistor. Now we'll see the majority and minority carrier flow. So here in this diagram we can see 2 PN junctions are there. This is first junction and this is second junction. So these 2 PN junctions are these two are made either forward biased or reverse bias based on the application of external voltage. So this voltage VBE is applied in such a way that this PN junction is forward bias, and due to the application of this VCB voltage, this PN junction is reverse bias. So this is emitter terminal, emitter region, base region. So base emitter junction is forward bias and base collector junction is reverse bias. So due to the forward bias of base emitter junction, or we can say emitter base junction, it will inject the electrons from emitter to the base, and this current is called as IE. Now most of the electrons shoot through the base into the collector and will get the collector current IC, and some of the electrons injected by this emitter region that are absorbed in this base region, means that get recombined with the holes from the base and will get the base current. Now we'll see this in this diagram. Here these 3 terminals, emitter, base, collector, 3 regions, emitter, base and collector. Now between base and emitter the depletion region is created, between base and collector depletion region is present. Okay, means this is one PN junction and this is another PN junction. So total 2 PN junctions are present in this BJT. So due to this depletion region, here these ions gets uncovered at the depletion region. Here also uncovered ions are there in the depletion region. These are the electrons present in the emitter terminal, and these are the holes present into the base terminal. So this is emitter, base and collector. This is NPN. That means this is N type of material, this is P type of material, and this is N type of material. So majority are electrons here and here, and the majority are holes at this base. Now if we apply the electric field like this, a positive battery terminal is connected to the collector and a negative is connected to the base, what will happen? This PN junction will be reverse bias and the depletion region width will increase. And if we apply the negative terminal to the emitter and positive terminal to the base, this PN junction will be forward bias and the width of depletion region will get reduced. So what will happen due to application of this voltages? The electrons have moved here. You can see the electrons are moving from emitter to the base like this, and the holes from base have moved to the emitter. Okay. Now what happens? This is called as a electron diffusion and this is called as a hole diffusion. Here few electrons get recombined with the holes from the base, and here since it is negative terminal, the electrons are entering from the negative terminal of the battery into this emitter region like this, and holes are entering here like this. Few electrons are recombined in the hole and the remaining electrons are moving to the collector region and will get the current. So here emitter terminal is going to inject the electrons into the base region, then few electrons are absorbed in the base region and remaining are going into the collector region. So by this way we'll get the current in the BJT. So here the emitter current is a combination of base current and collector current. That means IE is emitter current, which is equal to IC plus IB. Here also you can observe in this arrows, IE is outward while IB is entering inside and IC is also entering inside the terminals, and the collector current IC is given as a IC majority plus IC minority. So here IC majority current, it is generally in terms of milliampere, and IC minority current, or it is also called as a leakage current, it is in microampere or nanoampere. So this is all about today's lecture. Here we have given focus on the structure, layout, operating regions and the minority and majority current in case of BJT. Thank you for watching the video.